Proud Grandma Garden here. Today I'll be showing you how I organize and patrol my garden. This is where it all starts, right here on my patio. Mhm. I have ferns out getting water. And there's my workstation right there. This is my back door. And that's my workstation to the right of it. This is how my day starts with my garden. I come out, and every day before I stop the previous day, I make sure I clean up my work area. My patio is clean and ready for the next day. I'm ready for the next day. Okay? That's important. We want to keep our environment clean for protection and safety. And also to be organized to see where you're going and how you're going to get there. This is where I said to do my work that I don't do in the yard. I do transplanting here when I can. I seed a lot from this spot right here. Um, I've got my garden shoes out here ready to go. Today, you can just about tell what I'm going to be doing by what I bring out. But I wash everything down. I make sure everything's put up so that I can have a clear start on the next day. Okay. I'll be back. I'm going to drink my coffee. Have my coffee, sit here and check my garden manual to see what I've got planned for today to do, what I need to do, check on my seeds and things like that. So I'll take y'all on patrol with me, but give me a chance to sit here and enjoy the quietness of this morning and drink my coffee and meditate. Be back. All right, here we go. Garden Patrol. It's Thursday, July 9th, 2026. Okay, start with the cucumbers. We want to talk about this. You see all the yellow spots with little holes in them that's coming on? Over and all, the vegetables look good. They're not eating up, and they are still producing. However, I want you to know that it's about time for the cucumbers to come to the end of their giving. July is the month you start getting ready to replace the old with the new, to seed again, so you can have a fall harvest. Okay, so we can have this is what I do. I learned to do this years ago. It's called concession planting. Okay, you don't stop. Like I said all the time, you don't stop planting seeds. You don't stop seeding. But you got to know why. Do you already do that in your garden? Or do you already continue to plant seeds so as one crop die out, another one can start? In my zone, and this is where our zone come in, you have to know your zone. You have to know your first frost date. Look, Toby's been out here attacking the catnip again. He comes in high as a kite and just lay out in the floor. I can't keep catnip. Okay, but that's who I grew up for. Okay, now I'm getting ready this week to take these beans down. Why? I'm going to take them down. They look pretty, don't they? They look like they ought to be doing something. I'm getting ready to, but they never did. Trial and error played a part in my beans not developing also, I believe. They weren't positioned to get enough sun. Look at the leaves. They're delicate. They're not as thick. Not as sturdy. So I'm going to pull these up because they never gave me any beans. Never did. But it's time to pull those out, and I'm going to refresh my um, raised garden bed by, I'm going to leave the squash there until it stops giving. But everything else is going to be moved except the marigolds. And I'm going to put some bunch beans in there. I like Blue Lake bunch beans. What kind do you plant? What do y'all plant? Tell me. This is the other side of the cucumber plant that survived the storm, remember? One storm took one out, and it acts like it wants to do something with y'all. I don't know if it will or not, because we're in July now, beginning the hottest part of the year. Many plants cannot take that July and August heat, because we can't hardly take it. You see that plant over there? The collard, that was a sacrifice. I sacrificed that one to keep this one healthy. See? To keep this one healthy. Now they're right next to each other. But the aphids like where they are. And they made it home. So they didn't come over here. They didn't move over here to this house. Thank God. I'm going to be pulling some leaves off of her. Look like to me I do see some damage starting. I'm on what? Garden patrol? I need to attend to that today. Okay, this is a squash plant. It took off very slow this season. I planted this in early spring, and it's just getting to this point. It has two of the prettiest 3 blossoms on it. I don't know if it's going to give anything or not because it's still small in comparison to what it should be. We'll see. All right, so I'm going to leave that alone. Let's keep going. I'm just assessing the garden. Rosemary is coming along fine. I've had a neighbor that came over and asked for some of her. Told her to get some sprigs. And to break them from the top, kind of so that it can spread out. That's how you spread out a lot of your plants. If you have one stalk growing and you want to multiply it, break the top off and it'll start sprouting out more leaves. Okay, I've got some here. Yeah, I'm always planting something. What is that? I'll look and see. It looks like it may be some rosemary that I seeded back in February, March, that's still struggling. Sometimes you just have that happen. Can't explain it. Okay, this is part of the sweet potato vine that's just moving everywhere. I don't know what the sweet potatoes are going to look like, but I am eager to find out. Okay, here's some more beans. Now these are Blue Lake string beans. They grow up the vine. They are vine beans. But I haven't gotten a one yet. Not a one. This plant has been struggling. I'm thinking my location may have something to do with it. I have it in the area where it can get as much sun as possible, but I don't know what happened. It just never did do anything for me. I never had beans to act like this before. Okay, let's see. What is that? I put these out yesterday. These are chives. I cut the tops off so that they would thicken up and grow. And there's a little bitty plant right there, y'all. I don't know what it is exactly, but I think either it's a squash or a cucumber. Okay, it struggled. It never made it this season. Okay, I'm gonna plant more onions this month. This is the time. This is the time. Start planting for the fall in mid-July. Don't wait any later unless you have a late frost date. In my zone, zone 8A and zone B, I haven't checked to be sure again because I'm getting conflicting information from different sources as to when my first frost date is. But your first frost date determines when in July you need to get your seeds out in the ground. You're going to do some direct sowing, which is planting the soil itself in the ground. And some things you want to start inside and bring outside after they germinate and plant them, either in your raised garden bed or containers or whatever. I'm looking as I'm going. Let me see. How you doing? This is something I do too. Talk to your plants. Shake them. They like that. They respond. They're living. This is living. If it wasn't living, it couldn't give you anything. Huh? They love it. They respond to touch. You didn't know that? Yeah, plants respond to touch. Voice. Yeah. So I touch them and talk to them and shake them as I go by sometimes. Let them know I see you. Tell them how they're looking and look like they just start showing out. See those beans back there? Never did do anything. Never did do anything. Okay, I've got a squash plant down there that is still struggling. She just didn't get it. All right, this is Garden Patrol. I still don't know what that was. It hadn't done any more than that all season. Okay, let me check this tomato plant out. And you're gonna always see what? Marigolds. Let me see how this one looks. Still looking good. Let me see what this one is doing. This one seems to, we just transplanted this one a few weeks ago. What is that on it? What is that? Let's see. What is that? Are those some aphids I'm looking at? I don't think so. I'll check the camera to make sure. But it's giving out new shoots. It's growing. I don't know if it's going to give any tomatoes this season, but if it doesn't, it's okay. Because I've got some more tomatoes coming up. Okay, there. Still looks good, doesn't she? And she has tomatoes on her. I'm going to put some fish fertilizer on this weekend, especially that one. You see the yellow color? She needs some more vitamins. I call them vitamins. She needs some iron and phosphorus. The same thing we need in our body to function. But look at the tomatoes. Still coming. See? Still coming. Okay. Let's keep it moving. I'm just doing patrol. I'm not out here to do any work yet. See what I need to do. Tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. There's another squash plant. They just didn't do too well over. I think I may have found out too late that I didn't have them in a good spot because of the trees out here. This is my first season growing anything where I live now. So you have to find out what's going on and when it goes on. This is the other tomato plant. It's getting tomatoes again. See, tomatoes. Got another squash plant or the cucumber plant back there, looking like a baby. Should be giving. Okay, let's go on. This is Ginger. She's looking gorgeous as usual. She is gorgeous. Marigolds and Ginger. And I've got, I just seeded something in there. I think there's probably some more marigolds coming up. I'm always seeding. Every 4 to 6 weeks, you should be seeding. Now this right here, that's basil. Your basil is gonna get ready to start bolting soon, very soon because of the heat. So it's time now in July, no later than the middle of July, to plant you some more basil seeds. Get you some more going so they can replace the ones that's leaving. Okay. These beans, like I told you, my beans just didn't do good. They didn't do good. Okay. I haven't gotten a bean yet. Not a bean. Okay, I planted this okra this week. More okra. I'm believing that I will have some okra from it before the first frost. See, we have long summers here in Alabama. I'm in zone 8A. If you're in zone 8A or 8B, regardless of the state, you have a long growing season, and we can still do it. I just put that ginger in there because it didn't do good in the cardboard box I put it in. So I'm going to see if it catches on. There's more coming along. She's getting ready to bolt the deal. See, she's going ready to go to seed. That's what that means. Getting ready to go to seed. Okra, another okra plant I planted. I told y'all my okra didn't do well this year, it just didn't. Okay, the collards, they're looking okay. Peppers are coming on slowly but surely. They almost got killed by the chemical spray that they were spraying around here. I asked, was it plant safe? And he said yes, but you see what my peppers look like? You see the edges? That's a sign of chemical damage, chemical spray. She looks good, doesn't she? She's still growing. I'm believing that I will get some okra, y'all. I just believe like that. See, because I know there's nothing impossible for my Father to do. See how much taller that they've gotten since I moved them over here in the grow bags. Yeah. And going back to basil, if you see anything, any blooms on your basil, pull them off, because what that's getting ready to do is turn to flower and bolt. You'll get a little bit more time out of your basil. What do you do with your basil? What do you do with your herbs? I bought me another seed grinder. It's really a coffee grinder, but I do my dried herbs and stuff in it too, and I put them up for the winter. Like I said, I'm going to nature. I'm going back to basics to take care of myself better, because our food is our medicine. Everything we put in our body affects us in one way or another, in a good way or not a good way. Okay. Peppers still growing, looking good. Yeah, now come on and give me some more peppers. All right, guys. Well, this was my first season, like I said here. And this is the garden. Okay, I'll see y'all at the next garden patrol every day. Bring something different every day.